this is Meredith. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about things that you would want to bring to Bali, especially when you're on a budget. For example, this time we come here to Bali, we took a cheap air flight and we didn't buy any extra bags for that. So our baggage allowance was just 7 kilograms and we're only allowed to bring 2 bags with us. 1 big bag, 1 small bag, and they cannot exceed 7 kilograms in total. So we kind of have to think about what we really need and try to save as much space as possible, and also need to consider if the things that we bring all together will exceed the weight. So I guess we will start from here. So what to bring to Bali? First thing, of course, Bali is a tropical island that is located in the southern hemisphere, which means that you don't need to bring heavy clothes with you at all. Unless, of course, you're flying in from a country where it's very cold or where it's in winter right now. So basically you just bring some light clothes, some short sleeves, shirts, whatever. But do remember to bring a full coverage layer or a pair of long pants, which will be very necessary if you're going to, for example, a temple or some national park or whatever, like the one that we went to, which is called, that's called the GWK Cultural Park. There is this pretty huge park, and it is said that it is still under construction and it will take, I don't know, maybe 10 years. And you will probably see it if you are here, because there is a huge statue that is on a high mountain. It is very obvious. You can basically see it anywhere along the west coast. We went there, and luckily that day I wore a pair of yoga pants, which are long pants. So I don't need to bring any scarf or whatever with me. But if you're wearing a pair of short pants or any skirts or dress that is shorter than your knees, you will be probably asked to wear a scarf, or they will give you one if you don't have one. So some full coverage clothes or layers are necessary. These are the pants that I brought with me. They are yoga pants and they're made of rayon, which is also a type of cotton. It's very comfortable. When you wear them, you don't actually feel the heat at all. It's very breathable as well. In case you are interested in them, you want to get one, check out the link below. And then bathing suits, of course. When you come to Bali, you definitely need to play with the water, no matter if it's in the ocean or there is a pool in your hotel or resorts, whatever. But yeah, definitely bathing suits, at least one bathing suit. Flip-flops. Flip-flops are very, very useful when you're here, because in this super hot and humid, because this is also a monsoon season. Maybe during dry season it will be better. But yeah, no one will wear a pair of, for example, sneakers. So a pair of flip-flops, and with them you can go anywhere. Even when you go out on a trekking, except for example, Mount Batur or Mount Agung, that you will need probably at least a pair of sneakers. But other than that, a pair of flip-flops will be good enough. We wore flip-flops even when we went to a rice terrace trekking. If you don't have one, or if you happen to break them, like what I did here, just buy a pair of cheap flip-flops here. You can get them everywhere basically, and some of them are very cheap. And when it comes to money, you will definitely want to bring some backup cash just in case. For example, the first day when you just arrived at the airport and you want to take a taxi or something to go to the city center, That will be very helpful. That's the backup cash. And then you will probably bring a bank card with you, which you can withdraw cash from the ATM, and that is very useful because I've been using this when we're here. We just go to the ATM when we need cash and then just withdraw it from there. The bank would just charge you a small amount of transaction fee. With a bank card, you don't even need to go to the money exchange because sometimes you'll run into some not legit money exchanges. Basically, saves you a lot of hassle. Indonesia offers 30-day visa free to a lot of the countries in the world. So you don't need visa, not even visa on arrival when you come here. But if you want to continue on to some other Southeast Asian countries, you should probably bring one passport-sized photo, so that if you do end up going to other Southeast Asian countries, you can apply for a visa on arrival and you don't need to retake. If you don't live in Europe, you probably need to bring at least one converter with you, because damn, I don't know how they... Right, where's my... Oh, it's here. So a converter like this will be very useful. You can see that if you live in Europe, then you will have no problem. But if you happen to live in, for example, the US or China, then you will need to bring this. SIM card. When we first got here, we didn't buy any data plan inside the country, so we're using our own SIM card from our own country, which was very expensive. So if you're coming here, you should probably buy a local data plan. What you need is just to present a passport to them to register your information, and then you're good to go. There are quite a few data plans that you can choose and many different brand names. Some have slower speed and some have better speed, and of course their prices vary. The brand of the SIM card that we are using now is called this. Sometimes we get 3G, sometimes we get 4G, so it's good enough and it's inexpensive, so you should definitely get one. And when it comes to fluids that I suggest you bring, I'll say a small bottle of conditioner, because many hotels, resorts, or accommodations here, they will offer you shampoo and soap, but not conditioner. Like, I didn't bring any conditioner with me this time, so it was a little bit tough, especially when you're under the sun for the whole day and if you go to the beach, your hair will get damaged, so you'll want to take care of your hair. Remember to bring conditioner. Just a small bottle will be fine. Suntan lotion. Definitely need this. There are quite a few suntan lotion brands in here that are easily available anywhere, but they are just some genetic brands. I don't really like them because they tend to be very sticky. So if you have your own preference, definitely get some. Not get some, get enough before coming here. I brought 3 bottles of suntan lotion and we used up all of them. It was not enough, but that also because we stayed here for almost a month. But if you're coming here, for example, for just 2 weeks, I think 2 bottles of suntan lotion, 100 milliliters per bottle should be enough for you. And then after suntan lotion, of course, aloe. This is very useful after a whole day of sun activities or beach activities. Other than this, oh yeah, face masks. This belongs to aloe or skin protection category. When you are out all day under the sun, your skin would get very dry, sometimes even red. So facial masks are very important for keeping your skin hydrated. If you happen to like water activities like snorkeling, You can bring a pair of goggles with you, or you can just buy them from here. I brought with me a pair of water shoes, and that's also very useful too, because sometimes I just feel the sand is a little bit nasty, and I have to say that Bali is very polluted right now. So a pair of water shoes like this will be very handy. But yeah, Bali is very polluted right now. If you're walking along the beach, you'll see there are a lot of trash in the sand, and people just don't care about their environment. Well, I should say some care, some don't. I'm definitely sad to see that, but good thing is some of them start to realize the problem, and when you're here you will notice that quite a few restaurants use paper straws, for example, instead of plastic straws, which I was quite impressed first time when I came here. But anyways, pair of water shoes. When you're walking in the sand, you don't need to be afraid of your feet getting hurt by some sharp objects. And when you're, for example, snorkeling in the ocean, you don't really need to concern about the feet hitting some corals or getting hurt from some other unknown objects underwater, where you can't see what's going on, what's happening, and you can, enjoy the water more. One thing you definitely don't want to forget is the first aid kit. You don't need to bring a complete set of medical supplies. Just bring some medicine or whatever that you think it will be useful when you're here. Just some stomach medicines or eye drops, basically anything that you think that you will need. That's just for emergency, because they also have some large pharmacies in here, and in case something happens, you can just go there and get what you want. And then when it comes to environment protection, definitely don't forget to bring a couple of shopping bags, because I've already mentioned earlier that the pollution problem is pretty bad here, so you don't want to add extra damage to the current situation. And try not to use plastic bags as much as possible. Use shopping bags that you bring instead. Protect the environment and be responsible. There is one app or a few apps here that are very handy, like the one that we have been using called Grab. Grab is like Uber, but it has more than Uber. Actually, one of the locals told us earlier that Grab has merged with Uber. So with Grab, you can hire a car, you can order food, and you can do many more. So before coming here, I would suggest you download an app like Grab and then connect it to your bank card, so that when you come here, whenever you have internet connection, you can hire a car with Grab. But you cannot use Grab in the airport area, which means you cannot use Grab to pick you up from the airport to your hotel. But you can do it the other way around, which means that you can hire a Grab from your hotel and then drop you off at the airport. So this is how you use it. Don't forget. Which means that having some backup cash with you first time when you're here is very important and very useful. Drinking water. If you have been to other Southeast Asian countries or islands in the world, you probably already know that the water on the islands, usually you cannot drink it, which means you either have to buy water from stores or you need to bring a filter with you. Either way, don't drink tap water. VPN, also very important, because first time when we get here, we didn't realize that, but Netflix is not available in Indonesia. So if you want to watch Netflix, you need to have a VPN. You can download it when you're here, or you can get it before coming here. A small backpack, like this one. This is the one that I brought here, and it has been very useful to me. I can put my cell phone, my suntan lotion, my water bottle here, just any small items, because you're wearing light clothes and you probably don't have pockets on your clothes, and yeah, whatever, you know what I want to say. About fitness on the go, I brought the sports bra, a pair of shorts, some fabric resistance bands and rubber resistance bands. That's basically what I need when I'm here. Oh, and the phone with a fitness app on it. One last thing is I brought these cute cosmetic pouches with me. They have many different patterns, like this one, mandala. Actually, there are quite a few colors and different mandala patterns are available. And also this cute sloth pattern. I think I also have llama pattern as well. I'll put the link below and check them out if you like them. These are the things that I brought with me, and I would strongly recommend you to bring with you as well. Even if you are on a budget travel, you cannot skip these. One last thing, when you are traveling on touristic area in Bali, especially places like Kuta, remember to take care of your belongings, especially when you are riding a bike. When we're doing some shopping here, one of the local guys told us that things like people robbing you when you're on a bike, or even when you hire a taxi. You know, when you come here, you'll probably see a lot of those random taxis that we usually horn and ask you where you're going, blah blah blah. Just ignore them. Don't take their offer, because you might run the risk of your belongings being stolen, and they'll just steal your stuff and leave you behind. This is one thing that you need to be very careful about. The second thing is, if you happen to ride a bike, if you see people wear like police and ask you to stop, don't stop. Just keep going. Because these people, although they are police, they will ask you to stop and tell you that you're not obeying the law. And plus, do remember to wear helmets, because this would be a big loophole if you get caught by them. So if you think that you wear your helmets and you didn't do anything that's disobeying their law, do not stop, because these people, they'll ask you to stop and then say you are fined with how much. And then after you give the money to them, they will just take the money themselves, and that's it. They basically just want to take money from foreigners. So just be careful of these people and stay away from them. These are the things that I would recommend you to bring to Bali, and a couple of things that I think you should be careful when you're here.